Hey guys, I'm Step. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Have you just purchased a Logitech webcam and you plugged it in and it looks awful? Well, I'm going to show you how to fix that. Let's get straight into the video. Okay, so these settings are going to work for live streaming, video calls, whatever you want to do with the webcam. This is going to work for it because this isn't going to be set in OBS. This is going to be set on a different software that's going to allow you to save your settings. A lot of the Logitech webcams, they reset on OBS for some reason. It seems to be a bug. But if you want to be able to save all of your settings that you set up on this webcam, then you got to download Logitech G Hub. I'll leave the link in the description for you guys so you can go and download that. And once you've done that, it will allow you to save and it won't reset your settings every single time, so you have to keep going back and doing them over and over again. So that will help you a lot. Okay, so the first thing that you want to make sure that you have is good lighting in front of your face. When your webcam doesn't have good lighting to help it out, you're going to have to turn up the exposure on the webcam, and it's going to make it look very laggy because of the frame rate drops that the exposure being pushed up is going to cause. So make sure that you have maybe a ring light or a different type of light in front of your face so your webcam doesn't have to work as hard, and you can reduce that exposure and you can increase the frame rate of the webcam, and it'll look a lot more smoother, and the quality itself is going to look so much better because your webcam's not going to have to work as hard. So that's the first tip, and probably the most important tip on this list is make sure you have good lighting in front of your face. This is what my webcam looks like without the lighting on. As you can see, it doesn't look as good with the lighting on. Like, it's very inconsistent with the lighting that's actually on my face. You can still see me, but it's definitely not recommended to use it like this. I mean, I had it like this for a long time, and I really didn't know what I was missing out on until I purchased the light, and I do not regret getting a light. I mean, lighting is key for webcams. It truly is. For your live streams or anything you want to do with your webcam, you need to get a light in front of your face. It makes it so much better, as you can see. Okay, so now that we've got Logitech G Hub installed, we are going to start setting up our settings in the actual software itself. As you can see, I've got the Logitech C922. Once you plug it in, it will pick up straight away on the G Hub software which webcam that you've got. If you don't have the Logitech C922, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. If you have the Brio or if you have the C920, it really doesn't make any difference. These settings are going to comply for all Logitech webcams. And yeah, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to get your webcam looking great in no time. Okay, so before I can actually hop into the settings and start changing things to help you guys, first we need to reset our actual webcam's settings, so let's do that now. Okay, so now that we've actually reset our settings, we're back to default. As you can see, it's really not set up for my lighting and everything that's going on right now. So the first things that you want to do, you want to click straight onto the webcam that you're using. As you can see, everything has been reset. So the first thing that you want to do is turn off everything that's set to auto. Like, this is not good to have everything set to auto. You want to like set all of this manually, otherwise your webcam's going to look very strange. Focus especially, like focus, you want to have all the way down there. That just basically means that like your webcam is not like refocusing every single time that you move or something like that. Exposure, you also want to turn off from auto because that's gonna overexpose your webcam. As you can see that my my webcam lighting went down a little bit. Like, this is gonna depend on your setup and like how good your lighting is in front of your face, but you don't want to have it too high on the exposure, because as you'll see now, it looks really bad. Like, that looks absolutely awful. It's way too bright. Like, we bring it down a little bit, that's still way too bright. The frame rate is dropping. As you can see, there's like motion on my hand there. All right, so if we bring that down, starting to get a little bit better, but you can obviously see that's too overexposed. And then we bring it down to there. That seems pretty good. There's no ghosting on my hand. Or we could bring it down one more, and then that has it perfect. It's not over bright, and there's no ghosting on my hand or on my head or anything like that. And we've also got focus set all the way down, so it's not refocusing. There's no auto view on that. I've also got zoom set to 100%. This doesn't really make any difference depending on how you want your setup to look like. This is 100% personal preference. This really doesn't make a difference to how good your webcam's gonna look unless you have it zoomed in like 500% straight onto your face, and it's gonna look very pixely, but that's because you've zoomed it in. Okay, so on to the actual video settings themselves. A lot of these can stay to pretty much default. Like, you want to make sure that white balance is also off auto. What white balance does is basically changes the colors. So as you can see there, I dragged it all the way to the right, and it looks like a bit too oversaturated. There's too many colors there. If you drag it to the left, it makes it go blue, so your skin colors are gonna look all strange. So I sort of like to have that on midway. I like to have it on a balanced like thing around 50% mark. I like to keep it at the same as everything else. You have sharpness as well. I don't really like having sharpness on 100%. I'll show you what it does. So you can probably see it looks sort of like pixelated and very sharp on like my face and everything. It looks very detailed and defined. I don't like that effect. Some people may like it, you may like it, but I really do not like having that on 100%. Contrast and brightness you can leave on 50%. You don't really need to change your contrast and brightness if you have good lighting on your face. It sort of does all the work for you, so you can leave that at default, or maybe change that a little bit depending on what your situation is. I like to have saturation on 65% because like I like it to be a little bit more toned on my face. Like, I like the skin color to be a little bit more saturated, as it obviously is saturation, but I like to have it a little bit more like defined on the colors, because if I have it set to 50, I think it makes me look too white and like the colors are a little bit too washed out. So I like to have a little bit of saturation on my webcam. And then onto anti-flicker, you can leave this at 60. I'm not really too sure on what this does. If you guys know what this does, let me know in the comments below. Okay guys, that's all from this video. I hope this guide helped you. If it did, please leave a like, and if you want to see more content like this, please drop the sub. And I also live stream over on Twitch, 8 PM GMT, Monday to Friday. If you want to come and hang out with me live, or just chill, watch some video games, have a bit of a laugh, or ask me some questions, you're more than welcome to. I'll leave the Twitch link down below. And yeah guys, I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.